In this tutorial we are starting a new topic, that is your heuristic search. Now what is that search? And now let's see. This is very important topic in your artificial intelligence. So let's see. Searching and organizing data is an important topic within artificial intelligence. You know very well that these two operations are very important. That is your searching and organizing data. There are many possible solutions to a given problem and we do not know which ones are correct. By efficiently organizing the data, we can search for solutions quickly and effectively. So basically by efficiently organizing our data, we can search easily our solutions. More often, there are so many possible options to solve a given problem that no algorithm can be developed to find a right solution. So there can be multiple options for solving a given problem. So these are the basic your different problems which we are seeing in our problems, in our solving our problems. So in such cases we rely on a rule of thumb that help us narrow down the search by eliminating the options that are obviously wrong. So we have multiple options to solve our problem, and in that case what we are doing, we have to eliminate those options which are obviously wrong. So this rule of thumb is called heuristic. Now what is heuristic search? It is that type of search in which we are basically eliminating the options that are obviously wrong. The method of using heuristics to guide our search is called heuristic search. Now that is your heuristic search. So heuristic techniques are very handy because they help us speed up the process. Even if the heuristic is not able to completely eliminate some option, it will help us to order those options so that we are more likely to get to the better solutions first. So it is very helpful for speeding up our process to solve any problem, and sometimes it is not able to completely eliminate some option, but still it can order those options so that we can more likely to get the better solutions for our problem. So heuristic search is very important for solving a problem in artificial intelligence. Now see, there are two different types: uninformed versus informed search. There are different search techniques like depth first search, breadth first search, and uniform core search. These search techniques you know very well. These are used in our data structure. So these are search techniques that are commonly used in graph to get to the solution. And these are examples of uninformed search. They do not use any prior information or rules to eliminate some path. They check all the possible paths and pick the optimal one. Now these are the examples of uninformed search. Now why their name is uninformed search? Because in that we are not using any information to eliminate some path. We are checking about all the possible path and pick the optimal one. So we are checking for all the possible paths, all the possible condition. Now heuristic search is, on the other hand, it is your informed search because it uses prior information or rules to eliminate unnecessary path, because in this we are eliminating some options. Uninformed search technique do not take the goal into account. These techniques don't really know where they are trying to go unless they just stumble upon the goal in the process. So we can say now that heuristic search, that is your informed search, is speeding up our process because it is eliminating some options and we have to go through only few options which are required for solving our problem. So that is your heuristic search. In the graph problem, we can use heuristic to guide the search. Now let's take an example, a graph problem, and we can use heuristics to guide the search. For example, at each node we can define a heuristic function that returns a score that represents the estimate of the cost of the path from the current node to the goal. Now what in our graph, let's say in a graph we have to find out the optimal path from a source to the target. Now after applying heuristic to that, what we can do, we can define a heuristic function on each node that will represent a score, or you can say a number which is representing the estimate of the cost of the path from that node to the target. And by this you can find out the optimal path, and also we can eliminate some options also. By defining this function, we are informing the search technique about the right direction to reach the goal. This will allow the algorithm to identify which neighbor will lead to the goal. And in this way, our process is speeding up now. We need to note that heuristic search might not always find the most optimal solution. Now, this is very important thing. It is not always finding the best solution. This is because we are not exploring every single possibility and we are relying on a heuristic. But it is guaranteed to find a good solution in a reasonable time, which is what we expect from a practical solution. So we can definitely find a good solution by using that search. In a real world scenario, we need solutions that are fast and effective and that can be done using that type of search. Heuristic search provide an efficient solution by arriving at a reasonable solution quickly. They are used in cases where the problems cannot be solved in any other way or would take a really long time to solve. So basically we are speeding up our problems. We are speeding up the process of computation to solve any type of problem using that search by eliminating some options. So this is the basic funda of that type of search. Now in our next tutorial we will see different examples, different programs in Python for implementation of that type of search. Now let's see.